people. It's me, Zenjen. Now we've got music in the background from Amos Lee. A little bit of rain. In Massachusetts, we've had a lot of rain, and Washington State's having sunshine. Anyway. Today I'm going to get back to my teaching because I had started a series before I left on a hippie trip, and we were gone for 6 weeks and drove to Washington State and back, and we'll have some exciting highlights from that put together in a presentation sometime soon. But what I'm here to talk about today, we're going to catch up with the This Is How We Do It series, and I'm going to be reading from some data that I've put together. I have some presentations that I've done for people trying to learn the iPod or how to work with kids with autism, and just basically the methods I use. And so number 7 is the ABCs of Zenjen. The ABCs. First of all, I don't know if you know, but Justin uses iPod Touch Pro Loco to talk. I bought it for him about a year and a half ago, and he's taken off. He loves it, and right now he uses it great for requesting and finding what he wants, and we're working this year on more reciprocal communication with others, like conversational. Brother, take it easy, okay? Okay, so ITM has a lot of interesting, exciting parts to it, and I can't get into them right now, so I'm really hoping to give like a webcast and present all of the things that I have that I use with my kids. So I'm just going to give you a short, this is what I would teach people on how to work with my kid. Use the ABCs of ITM. A, accuracy. Use specifics. You could say, look to your left instead of look over there while pointing to the left. Be verbal and in the moment. So talk about what you're feeling. I'm feeling so frustrated because I just had this happen. What you're experiencing, seeing, and doing while it's happening. Stay clear and concise. For example, I do not like it when you spill water on the floor. I feel very frustrated right now. I want you to help me clean up the water. Please get a towel. We are going to clean up the water you spilled on the floor. This is more precise than stop doing that, get out of there, go to timeout. So that's, if you're trying to get better receptive language skills, it's better to be very clear on your directions, because then as time goes on, when others use the exact same phrasing and words, it adds to the person's vocabulary. So the previous example also gives a natural consequence to the choice of spilling water, like cleaning up. So anyway, be yourself. Interact as naturally as possible. Create motivation through naturally occurring moments. For instance, a compliment on a person's style when you see them might create the chance for eye contact. A natural response to eye contact may be to smile, engage back, or to start a conversation. Rely on natural, and here we come to one of my greatest pet peeves, which is high-fiving. I feel like high-fiving kids with special needs is like making them stick out like a sore thumb, because I don't high-five all my friends, and I want relationships to be as natural as possible. So if you do high-five all your friends, then great, high-five my kid. But if you don't high-five everyone for every single thing they do, it seems like you're not giving them the full benefit of the doubt of just having human interest in having approval, which is great tone of voice, enthusiastic tone of voice, eye contact, confirming touch. These are all like really natural things that we all enjoy about interaction, and if you create that high five action up into adulthood, they'll be high-fiving everyone. I've seen it, and you've seen it. It just seems, it's a pet peeve of mine. I think it's not necessary, it's over the top. So No offense to you people who do high five quite a bit, but it's something I do teach in my system not to do, or to replace with as many other things as possible. You know, sometimes guys during, like, you know, or girls during sports moments, I mean, that's a totally natural time to high five one another. But when you say hello, people don't typically, I mean, very rarely anymore. Back in the 70s, maybe, they were high fiving. But anyway, I'll get off my pedestal on that one. Then, rely on natural expectations and exchanges. These will transition with ease to less controlled settings. So be aware of how you exchange with familiar people, acquaintances, and family, and those you feel comfortable with. And use these levels of exchange with your gurus. In turn, creating a greater likelihood of the gurus to observe, model, and generalize social behaviors that are less awkward and more unique. The more creative communication power given, the better. So I might have to read that one again. You know, if we have a web thing, I can go over that a little bit more in depth. And then C, clarity and creativity can be friends. Clarity and creativity can be friends. Okay, so concise language and in-the-moment technique can be paired together for a wonderful communication meal. A lot of times people want total predictability. They want you to define exactly what you want the people to do, and they want data that is very clear. But I think they can go together. I think it's clarity plus creativity makes everything much more exciting. Constant communication and engagement. So being flexible is very different than being flighty. So spontaneity is essential to keep the guru interested and motivated. So acting outrageous and goofy are great too, as long as they are not used to demean or tease the individual you are attempting to motivate. Letting yourself be embedded in the sea of constant communication and engagement is a work of art and can be very rewarding for everyone. When you fully participate, leaving natural pauses for response and are available, you may see subtle cues that are worth several words. Again, invest in the method, be in the moment, and intimacy trumps memorization. Intimacy trumps memorization. So ITM. I try to sneak in as much name recognition as possible. Forgive my lack of discretion and shameless plugs. 2, engage is the ultimate goal of this system. Engaging is the ultimate goal. Create a reciprocal exchange of ideas. Also, remember, your people or gurus are processing at levels that you cannot even imagine, and their potential is beyond what we have even imagined thus far. And we'll have to teach you that later. So that's the ABCs of Zen Gen. I'm going to cut this a little and then post it for Groovy Minute, and I'll keep doing some teaching if you like. This is number 7 of the series, so I have a few other lessons to go with. And then I'd love to do a webinar, so let's talk about it. Take care. Peace and love. Hope you're feeling groovy.